let's take a look at different present tenses which we can use and take these as examples. They are taken from the audios. You don't need anything. I go to Crete 4 or 5 times a year. Okay, these actions, are they happening right now or regularly? Yes, they do happen on a regular basis. We can describe them as regular activities in the present. But what about this one? You don't need anything. In fact, you don't need anything now, right? Why do we use this tense here? Why not verb ing if it's happening right now? Yeah. Okay, need. What kind of verb is it? Action or non-action? In fact, need is a non-action verb. Non-action verbs. Non-action, it means that you can't see this action happening. For example, be, have, if we're talking about possessions, like I have a laptop. Think, if we're talking about somebody's opinion, like, oh, I think it's great. You can't say how it's happening. You can't see how it's happening. Also, seem, believe, love, hate, and so on. There are a lot of non-action verbs when you can't actually see this action. That's why we will use with these words present simple. That's true. Okay. What about this one? Yeah, it is present continuous, but why do we use it here? Is it happening exactly now? Like, for example, now I'm wearing a red dress. Yes, it is happening right now. I'm a red dress. Sorry, a black dress. I'm wearing a black dress now. Yeah, of course, we use the present for continuous for actions which are happening right now. Now or at the moment. Here we have this week. Okay, does it mean that next week she's going to cook tacos? Not really. It is only this week. So is this action permanent, like forever, always happens, or temporary? Yes, this action is temporary. Temporary, it means not forever, but for a short period of time. And it means this week, maybe these days, maybe this month, and even this year would be temporary action. Action which is not forever, but just for a short period of time. And we will also use present continuous for that. Let's remind us the formula. Okay, so we use, of course, subject, then am is are, then we will use verb with ing. Okay. Which words can help us understand that, yeah, this is present continuous or present simple, not present continuous? These words. Okay, let's take a look at them. So, for example, if it happens 0% of your time, yeah, it's never. What about 100? Always. What about like a half? Yeah, often, more than a half. usually, 25%, sometimes, 10%, hardly, ever. What do we call these words? We call them adverbs of frequency, because they show how often we do things. Yeah? They answer a question, how often. And where do we use these adverbs in a sentence? For example, let's take this sentence, I go to Crete. Where can we use adverbs of frequency? For example, let's use often. Yep, we will use them. I will mark it as a star. I usually, I sometimes, I never go to Crete. We use them before a verb. Before a verb. What about another sentence? Let's take, for example, I go to Crete. Let's take, I am late. Let's use never. Where shall I put never in this sentence? It will be after be. After be. For example, I'm never late. Okay, we also have some other words like equivalents, sort to say. If it always happens, it happens every day. Yeah, like every day. It can be once a week. Yeah, a week, twice a year. Okay, let it be twice a week. Once a week, twice a year, and so on. What do we call them? Yeah, these are expressions of frequency. Let's write it here, but we don't have a space here. Let's write like this. Expressions of frequency. Let's draw them with the heart. And for example, I go to Crete 4 or 5 times a year, so we use them at the end of the sentence all the time. The same with be. Yeah, I am late twice a week at the end. All right, thank you very much.